Let's now key in more on the end time stage of the iron and clay mixing together. Revelation 17 verse 1, "And there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sits upon many waters." We know that a woman in Bible prophecy represents a church. And being that this is a whore, this is an unfaithful church. Again, this symbolizes the Roman Catholic papacy. But take notice that this great whore sits upon many waters. What are the waters that she sits on? What do the waters represent? Verse 15 tells us, "The waters which thou sawest, where the whore sits, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues." So this unfaithful church is controlling all the people and nations of the earth at this point. And how does she do this? Well, notice verse 2. "With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication." This unfaithful church is joining or committing fornication with the political powers of the earth. This here is the end time stage of the iron and clay mixing once again. Let's continue reading in verse 3. "So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemies, having 7 heads, and now notice how many horns? 10 horns. Did we see that somewhere? Daniel 7. And then in verse 12, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings." Now what does Daniel chapter 2 verse 44 say? "And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed." Church and state are not to join together. They are both legitimate on their own. They both have an important function in society, but it becomes a major problem when the two join together. This is why it is referred to as fornication. It is an improper relationship. And remember, iron and clay literally cannot be mixed together. They do not belong together, but man is trying to make them blend together for his own evil purpose. Have we heard anything about Project 2025? We will see where it goes. President-elect Donald Trump says that he doesn't really have anything to do with Project 2025. Time will tell. Maybe, just maybe, God put him there to hold back some of those things in Project 2025. We shall see. But either way, we see that within this Project 2025, there is absolutely the idea of combining church and state together. Jesus said in Matthew 22, verse 21, "Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's." In other words, there is something that is owed to Caesar or the government, and there are things that we owe to God. They're to be kept separate. But now, Revelation 17, notice starting with verse 12. "And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast." There's the unfaithful church, the Antichrist or the beast as he's called, which is the same as the little horn of Daniel 7, and is also parallel with the clay in Daniel chapter 2. This system is mixing with all the political powers of the earth. These have one mind. In other words, all the nations of the earth will be thinking alike and join with the Antichrist, the Roman Catholic system who is controlling them. It says, "They have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast." And when they do this, it says, "These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them." Friends, this is the stone smashing the image in the feet of iron and clay. The Lamb shall overcome them, meaning because he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. Again, There's the destruction of the end time stage of the iron and clay mixing together at the second coming when Jesus overcomes them. Friends, we have a work to do, and that is to spread the message of the three angels found in Revelation 14. Jesus says in John 15, verse 14, "Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you." So if we neglect to do this work that we have been commanded to give, we become the enemy of Christ. We want to be the friend of Jesus. God bless.